For 72 seconds in the summer of 1977, something from the deep dark spoke. Then it went silent, and in nearly 5 decades, it has never spoken again. The signal was so strong, so clean, that the astronomer who found it grabbed a red pen and scrawled a single word in the margin. Wow, that word became its name, and we still cannot explain it. Begin with the machine that heard it, a radio telescope in Ohio called Big Ear, a flat field of metal and wire under an open sky, listening to the universe one narrow slice at a time. It could not move quickly. It simply waited as the earth turned, letting the heavens drift across its gaze. Night after night, it recorded numbers on paper, mostly noise, the faint, formless hiss of a cold cosmos. Then on August 15th, the numbers changed. A volunteer reviewing the printout days later saw a sequence that did not belong. 6 characters rising and falling in a perfect arc. 6EQUJ5. To anyone else, gibberish. To an astronomer, it was a scream. The signal climbed from the background, peaked and faded, exactly matching the shape you would expect if the telescope had swept past a fixed point in the sky. Not a passing plane, not a satellite. Something out there holding still while the Earth rolled it slowly out of view. And its frequency. This is where the dread begins. It came in close to 1420 megahertz, the natural song of hydrogen, the most common element in the universe. Scientists had long argued that if anyone wanted to be heard across the galaxy, this is the frequency they would choose. A universal channel, a cosmic dial tone that any thinking species would know to check. The wow signal landed almost exactly on it. Now hold that thought, because the location only deepens the unease. The telescope traced the source toward the constellation Sagittarius, out near a faint cluster of stars in the direction of the galactic center, a region crowded with suns and silence. There was no known star, no planet, no spacecraft that should have produced it. The signal came from a part of the sky where, as far as we knew, nothing was waiting. And here is the detail that has haunted researchers ever since. Big Ear had 2 detection horns, 2 slightly separated eyes. A true signal sweeping past should have appeared in both, one after the other, about 3 minutes apart. The wow signal appeared in only one. To this day, no one is fully certain which horn caught it. That single ambiguity means we cannot even point cleanly at where it came from. We have a smudge of sky, a perfect curve of intensity, and no second look. So they looked again. And again. The same astronomer pointed Big Ear back at that patch of Sagittarius more than 50 times in the years that followed. Other telescopes, far more sensitive, swept the region. The Very Large Array. Searches stretching across decades. Every single time the answer was the same. Nothing. Empty static where a voice had once been. Whatever spoke that night spoke exactly once, and then closed the channel forever. Think about what that means. A genuine natural source, a pulsar, a flaring star, a distant galaxy, tends to repeat or at least leave a trace. The cosmos is rarely a one-time event, but the wow signal behaved like a door opening and slamming shut. A single transmission, narrow in frequency, strong in power, perfectly shaped, from a direction with nothing in it, riding the one frequency we always said an intelligence might choose. And then gone. Scientists, careful people, have spent 40 years trying to explain it away. The most stubborn candidate involves comets, clouds of hydrogen gas drifting through that part of the sky, possibly glowing at just the right frequency as the telescope passed. It is a tidy idea, but later studies pushed back hard, arguing the comets in question were too faint, in the wrong place, and could not have produced anything close to that intensity. Others suggested a glitch, a reflection off space debris, a signal bounced from Earth itself. None of these explanations has ever fully stuck. The honest truth, the one the experts admit, is uncomfortable. We do not know. After half a century, the most studied anomaly in the search for cosmic signals remains exactly that, unexplained. And there is one more turn, the kind that crawls under your skin. In recent years, researchers re-examined the old data with modern eyes. Some now argue the signal may have come from far beyond, from the region of a distant sun-like star, a faint point of light cataloged only by a number. If that holds, then the wow signal did not come from empty space at all. It came from somewhere a world could exist. A star with the right temperature. The kind of place where, perhaps, someone could be standing under their own sky, looking up the same way you do. We will likely never know what it was. The printout still exists, that fragile strip of paper with a red word written in the margin by a man who knew in that instant he was looking at something that should not be there. He never heard it again. Neither have we. So picture it now, a galaxy of 400 billion stars turning in the dark. And for one brief moment, from that crowded silence, something reached across the void and touched a single antenna in Ohio. A burst of energy aimed, by accident or by intent, straight at us. Then it stopped. Maybe it was a comet. Maybe it was a ghost in the machine. Or maybe just once something out there spoke, waited for an answer it never received, and decided we were not listening. And if it tries again, will anyone be awake to hear it?